23rd, 2017. This is the year that we dive into everything Aquaman related. Right now, you guys are inside my production office here in Burbank, California, where we've been prepping for the last 2 or 3 months, designing the visuals and the look of this world.
There's nothing in this movie that isn't drawn, not one thing, and everything's built, so it's pretty crazy. So these are the Atlantean soldiers. Before they ever make a costume or they do anything, Ed designs these guys right down to every little seam on their outfits. And then these are translated into three-dimensional models, and then they're turned into costumes.
We're starting to prototype the costumes which have been approved by James, and we'll start fitting our actors in the next couple of weeks. And then we have 6 weeks before we go to Australia and 14 weeks till we shoot.
With this new suit, made from the deconstructed Atlantean technology supplied by King Orm, he's able to transform himself into a formidable adversary for Aquaman. By the time Manta faces off with Aquaman for the second time, he's upgraded his artillery just a little bit. Most importantly is now his knives are made out of Atlantean steel, which is lightweight, aerodynamic, and has the ability to penetrate Aquaman's skin. This gauntlet, it fits onto the arm, and with a simple flick, it shoots out. Now he can move his arm faster and be even more deadly. Manta also sports another gauntlet that has an electrified harpoon cable. This high-velocity harpoon sends a powerful electric current into Aquaman or any other enemy silly enough to get in his way. This bad boy that we're looking at right here is Black Manta's hydroplasma rifle. It is badass. I mean, it's about 40 pounds, but once you have to pick it up 10 to 20 times for takes, it starts to feel like it's 100 pounds, right? It converts water into plasma rays, and when you pull it, it makes a lot of noise and causes a whole lot of destruction. Black Manta, being the genius that he is, converts it into technology for his own Manta suit. One of the really cool features that you'll notice if you look at the movie, there was a red light originally at the top of his gun. It becomes part of his spine on the Manta costume. And when it's all the way lit, that's an indication that you should get out of the way.
Filmmaking is such a challenging industry that we're in. You can't really make a movie like this without a sense of intensity.
I take my action very seriously.
You all right? Yeah.
I enjoy doing my own stunts.
You don't like that, you don't like fresh vanilla ice cream. That tastes good.
He loves the sort of physicality of performing.
We'll shoot it.
And action.
I put ideas in anything that I do. I feel like that's my job. And it made sense to me that he's gonna become the one who can wield the trident later. But I wanted him to be very much like a bar fighter. And then you get to take what he's gonna be great at with a little bit of that bar fighting. He's gonna be a fun character to watch fight.
It's a one shot from start to finish.
3, 2, 1, go.
With the camera guy following in tow. They're both on lines, they're running through walls, they're getting connected from one system to another as they turn.
No! Can do it! Resets! 3, 2, 1, go!
Going down balconies.
Woo!
Hey, rock on, brother.
Yeah!
In the comic book, they incorporated Atlantis into the storyline of the DC universe. And I really love to dive into that world and basically create my version of what Atlantis would look like. And so to do that, I have to go further back, give it backstory. And some of it I pulled from the mythology and legends that we're familiar with, but other things I get to kind of create my own. Our Atlantis is a civilization that has been around for a long time. They're way more advanced than everyone else was at that time, thousands of years ago. And so I went and talked with my production designer, Bill Bretsky, and just designed the world with him.
Me and James, we wanted to make a neoclassic culture that was on the verge of like digital technology, because they weren't like a primitive culture that went underwater. They're already pretty advanced, but the thing they invented gave them power to live underwater.
One of the things I really wanted to jump into early on is just getting the aesthetic correct. And we have an amazing army of concept designers and artists who are so brilliant in what they do, and just bring them on board early on and just talking to them about the look, the style, and the kind of flavor that I'm going on for the world. I'm a very hands-on designer. I love drawing myself, and so I'll kind of get in there, be behind their shoulders and kind of go, oh, what about, if we draw the trident more like this? Maybe just skinny up. It might look better, right? It look more dangerous if it's more pointy. That's just the process that I love, drawing and designing this incredibly vivid and lush world.